Hi, and welcome to your next activity. You're going to be spending a little bit of time talking to your colleagues, talking to some maybe even students or other team members about the drawing that you did in lesson 2.1. We're going to be discussing and sharing with others. Let's have a little look at the instructions for this activity. The main intention for you is to listen to other people's perspectives and to spend some time in dialogue, talking about learning. It's one of the most powerful ways that we can start to change our perspectives about what great learning is, or even changing our practice, is to spend time talking and discussing with your colleagues about different ways to approach student-centered learning. As you are learning about different ideas in the course, I encourage you to continue to find people that you can talk with, even with your students as you start to share some ideas with them. Our discussion activity follows these instructions. Let's just go through them so you know what you have to do. You would have completed your drawing from the previous activity, so that's something that's already ready, and you're going to share your drawing with some of your colleagues. You're going to find some people that you can talk to. You're going to explain and discuss with somebody else the different aspects of it, maybe explain the story and why you represented great learning in that way. I encourage you now to listen to feedback. Remember, we talked about being kind, specific, and helpful. That's what the sort of feedback that you're looking for. Maybe you listen to a colleague talking about something that you've drawn and the way that you've represented an idea. Listen out for some of that feedback, and also listen out for some questions or ideas that are given to you or shared with you, and also ideas that you have yourself. In that talk, there's going to be an opportunity for you to maybe generate some new ideas. Make sure that you capture that feedback in your learning journal. So make sure you've turned to that section in your journal so that you can actually include your feedback in there, make a good record of it. Another thing that you might do is collect up some of your drawings maybe, and even post them up as a little gallery for other people to see. This is our discussion activity. This takes a little bit longer. Our drawing was about 50 minutes, but take about half an hour, 30 minutes or so to spend time in discussion with one of your colleagues as we explore what great learning looks like. Before we finish, let's also just have a look at what is next. So if you want to pause now and do your activity, then that's great, and come back to this. What is in our next module? We're going to be looking at module 3, which is the PBL framework. So we start to look at what is project-based learning, PBL, and what are some of the principles around it. During the next module, I will begin to understand the principles of learner-centered pedagogies, and you're also going to have a clear framework for project approaches. And that's the main kind of body of work that we're exploring, is looking at the project-based learning framework and also some of the principles around it. This is all coming up next. It looks like an exciting module that we've got to do next. I hope you enjoy spending some time doing your drawings and sharing with colleagues what great learning looks like in this one. And I'll see you in module 3.